Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to my WWE Battleground 2015 predictions. You guys have been waiting ages for this. If we can absolutely smash the likes, if we can get over 5 likes on this video, that would be absolutely insane, even though we've already got 33 and the live stream has just kicked off. I mean, that is absolutely amazing. So thanks for the support with that one, guys. If you are watching the live stream, then welcome. If you're watching this as a video on YouTube, then welcome. That would be absolutely fantastic. Oh God, my video in the background's playing. But anyway, welcome to my predictions for WWE Battleground 2015. If this is your first live stream of you watching me live on YouTube, then hello. We do have a lot of fun in these live streams, but this one is for Battleground. We did one for Money in the Bank and it got over 90,000 views, which is absolutely insane. Anyway, let's get right on to this. We're going to wait until a few people get in here and then we can kick off the live stream in style. But anyway, I'm not really sure if I'm looking forward to the Battleground that much. Honestly, if I'm going to give you my honest opinion, I really don't give much of a damn about this pay-per-view at all. I'm not that excited. Honestly, at all, I don't care. I don't know if I'm watching it live yet. I haven't decided. But we're going to get these predictions out of the way because I've been doing this for 3 years now. I never miss a pay-per-view. So I've just got to bring the people exactly what they want. Anyway, this prediction is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match between Seth Rollins against Brock Lesnar. We're going to make our way through the match card, but I'm starting with this match because that's really the match everybody wants to know about. And I've got my winner as Brock Lesnar. Yes, that is right. Brock Lesnar is down to win this match, I do believe. Now, I have this one down for Brock Lesnar or Seth Rollins. I mean, I could quite easily see either of them walking out as the champion at this pay-per-view. But honestly, I've gone for Brock Lesnar for this one because honestly, Seth Rollins' title reign has been pretty shit. It's been like a really big disappointment in my opinion. I mean, we were expecting so many good things when he cashed in at WrestleMania, but it just never really delivered in the end, did it? Now, Brock Lesnar has appeared on a lot of shows recently, so WWE have been paying him top money to appear on all these Monday Night Raws. They even shipped him out, flew him out to Japan to appear at the Beast in the East. I mean, they're putting a lot of money behind Brock Lesnar, which would be surprising if they weren't considering putting the belt on Brock Lesnar. They even had that $50,000 Cadillac. I mean, they absolutely destroyed it. I mean, are you telling me that they're not going to put the belt on this guy? They're throwing so much money at him. Are you going to tell me that he's not becoming the champion on Sunday? Now, if Brock loses, he's going to look extremely weak because Rollins doesn't even have help from J&J Security at this point. So if he loses, he's going to lose all the momentum WWE has spent so much money on and so much time on in the last few weeks. It wouldn't make sense. Now, if Rollins does walk out as champion, he'd get a really big negative reception. And where does Rollins go from here on in? I mean, if he beats Brock Lesnar, then what's going to happen then? I mean, I just don't see anything left in this Seth Rollins title reign. It's been a big disappointment. And if he beats the Beast, what's there to do? I just don't see where you could go with Rollins there. But if Lesnar wins, then he could head on to SummerSlam for a big main event. And I think the summer of Brock Lesnar sounds a hell of a lot better than the summer of Seth Rollins. And what's expected at SummerSlam is a rematch against Roman Reigns, and if the title's on the line between Brock and Reigns, that makes sense. But if Rollins has got a match at SummerSlam with the belt on the line, who's really going to give a fuck? We want Reigns and Brock for the belt, and that's what's going to make sense. If it's Reigns and Brock not for the belt, that doesn't make sense at all. I just see Brock Lesnar walking out as the champion here. I mean, I hope it happens because I've been disappointed with Rollins, and I think that is the obvious decision and what a lot of people are thinking at this point. Now, John Star says Brock Lesnar winning, Seth Rollins gets a rematch at SummerSlam, and Roman Reigns wants his rematch, and we get Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar linked with WrestleMania 31. Yes, that does sound like a good idea. Anything but Brock Lesnar winning here, I think, would absolutely suck and would leave a sour taste in our mouths after watching a pay-per-view like this, which definitely needs something good to happen because we've already had Ryback taken off the pay-per-view. There's definitely got to be something exciting that needs to happen, and so far, it doesn't sound like we're going to get it. So if Brock walks out, it might make it a little bit better. Anyway, the WWE United States Championship match is on the line between John Cena against Kevin Owens. This one is going to be awesome. I can't wait for this match. It's a third match between Owens and John Cena. It's going to be great, and it's for the United States Championship finally, but I have my winner down as Yabadoo, John Cena. I have my winner down as John Cena. Guys, if you've just clicked onto this, do remember to hit the like button. We are on 37 likes so far, which is great. But if we can push that to 50 within the next 10 minutes, then I would be extremely happy. But anyway, I have my winner down for John Cena. Now, the last few weeks has been the exact example of why the belt should stay on John Cena. John Cena is definitely bringing prestige back to the belt. There's no question of that. And this feud between Kevin Owens and John Cena should end here by having John Cena retain. If Kevin Owens wins here, then we've got to have another rematch between Cena and Owens, and then it's going to start dragging on. But if Cena wins here, that's the end of the Owens and Cena rivalry. And honestly, they should keep the belt on John Cena. He's brought prestige back to it. His 2 matches against Cesaro are incredible. I want to carry on seeing John Cena having these open challenges. They're great. There's nothing wrong with them. Keep the belt on John Cena. Zach Brown says, fight Owens, fight. I love Kevin Owens. I'm not going to lie. But I think the right option is to have John Cena win here. If Kevin Owens wins the United States belt, then I can quite easily see myself getting a bit bored with Kevin Owens already. I think Cena can do a lot more with the belt than what Kevin Owens can do with it. Now, what I can see happening here is if they don't want to have Kevin Owens lose cleanly, then they could possibly have Cesaro costing Kevin Owens the belt, because that's what happened on Monday Night Raw, where Owens costs, was it Rusev the belt? Or I know Owens cost Cesaro the belt 2 weeks ago, so that's probably what they're going to do here, where Cesaro costs Owens the belt. Then he wouldn't lose cleanly, and that would save his character a little bit. But that would also set up a triple threat match for SummerSlam between Cesaro, Owens, and Cena, or it could set up a fatal 4-way match where you add Rusev in there as well. Zach Brown says Kevin Owens wins, then a triple threat, fatal 4-way at SS with Cesaro, maybe Rusev. Exactly what I just said there. I've got it down on my notes. I think that's what everybody wants to see, and I think that'll be great. So if they want to set that up, they either have Rusev or Cesaro cost Owens the match. That would make sure that Owens doesn't lose all his momentum and sets up an epic match at Battleground, and that would be a win-win situation for everybody there and would make a great match. I've got to agree with you there, Zach Brown. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is Sheamus against Randy Orton. Why the hell is this match happening? I have no idea. Nobody wants to see this match whatsoever. I mean, it's just pretty much started with a brawl, and now we have the match. I mean, it just makes absolutely no sense. Now, I've got my winner down as Sheamus here. If you disagree, I wouldn't be surprised they give the win to Randy Orton. I mean, he's just like John Cena, really, isn't he? He just seems to win every match with the RKO out of nowhere. It's not impressive at all. Sorry, Joltstar says, I don't think Rusev will be involved with the US title at SummerSlam. They will probs do Ziggler and Rusev. They could do that. I don't know what they're doing with Ziggler and Rusev, if they've got long-term plans for it or what. I mean, it could go either way. I mean, I'd still be impressed with a triple threat match without Rusev. I mean, it could happen. I don't know. Roman Reigns Sheamus versus Orton. Sheamus has got to win here. I mean, since winning the Money in the Bank, he's not looked impressive at all. I think he lost at he didn't lose at Money in the Bank, but he's lost like pretty much every match since he won it at Money in the Bank. Now, a win over Orton would bring some credibility back to Sheamus in his briefcase. It just doesn't feel like Sheamus has enough momentum to cash it in at this point. If they want to, maybe they want to build some sort of like suspense. If Sheamus is going to cash in later in the night, then they should have Sheamus win here, because then it gives him some good momentum. And the fact is, giving the win to Randy Orton would do absolutely nothing. So they should give it to Sheamus, but since Randy Orton is like John Cena 2.0, then I wouldn't be surprised. But they should give it to Sheamus, and that's who I've got my winner down as. But you never know. I mean, it's Randy Orton. The next match is Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. I've got my winner down as Roman Reigns, and that's because I don't see this feud lasting very long at all. I mean, if people were buying into this feud and got behind it straight away, then possibly Bray Wyatt would have won here and they would continue up to SummerSlam. But honestly, I don't see people caring about this feud at all. So Roman Reigns should win here and end the feud. Now, they've been pushing Reigns since he debuted, so it's not going to stop here. He's probably going to go over Bray Wyatt. It's not long until they put the belts on Roman Reigns. It could happen at SummerSlam against Brock. And if Reigns is going to face Brock at SummerSlam, then surely he needs the win here because he's got to look strong. Now, the feud is meaningless. A win for Reigns would end it for good. I think that's what everybody's hoping for. I mean, this Wyatt and Reigns feud doesn't make any sense. It never did. Nobody knows why it's happening. Reigns should win here, end the feud for good, and give some momentum to Reigns because that's who they're putting over. The Tag Team Championship match, Primetime Players versus The New Day. WWE Town Nation says it won't let me post in the chat, so Orton should win. It's in his hometown. I did not know it was in his hometown, so there you go. Randy Orton might win. Sheamus should win, but they might put the win on Orton because he always wins in his hometown. Thank you for that, Town Nation. But yeah, the Tag Team Championship match, PTP against The New Day. I have the Primetime Players winning here. It's their first title defense. Why should anything change here? New Day have only just dropped the belts. Why should they win it back? This feud needs to end here. It seems like every Raw we see the New Day against the Primetime Players in some way, and it's just boring as hell. The Primetime Players need to retain here, and hopefully the Wyatt family might kind of challenge for the belt. Somebody new, because the New Day are getting a bit boring because they're just at the top all the time and it's getting a bit dull. Joelstar, I think the first 2 weeks of the feud was awesome with the mind games, but ever since they stopped that, the feud sucked, I think. I never really liked it at the start. When he pushed him off the ladder, I was like, oh, they're going with this, are they? Like, the only good promo or segment they did was where Bray Wyatt had that, like, picture of Roman Reigns with a kid, and then he went backstage to look for Roman Reigns, and there was, like, writing on the wall. That was, like, the only good thing they did there. Zach Brown says Mark Henry will come down as he has been with them for weeks. Do you reckon that's a good idea, Zach Brown, if Mark Henry's in their corner? The Primetime Players is all about. King Barrett versus R-Truth. Barrett should win this match. R-Truth won at Money in the Bank, so Barrett should win this one. Barrett has, like, lost all credibility. What the fuck's happening with him? He needs to get it back here. He should get it back here. They should give the win to King Barrett. And also why I've gave it to Barrett is because we've got loads of baby faces winning. We've got Brock winning, Cena winning, Reigns winning, Primetime Players winning. So I've made up the heels by adding King Barrett to win his match. If R-Truth won, you've got too many good guys winning. So I put King Barrett to win this match. But I would not be surprised at all if they gave R-Truth the win. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Orton the win. I mean, what's this? Thank you, Joel Starr, for tweeting that one out. We've got a few more matches which could be added to the pay-per-view now that, what's he called? Not Rusev. Ryback's injured. We've got Stardust versus Neville. They could add that to the pay-per-view. Stardust should go over. I don't need to explain why, but he should come as... He needs to be Cody Rhodes, man. It's ridiculous. Anyway, Team Bella versus Team Paige versus Team Naomi probably should be on the pay-per-view because they made such an epic entrance on Monday Night Raw. Who should win that match? Team Paige should win that match because obviously Team Paige is what this feud's all about. Paige is trying to get, retribution and payback for the Bella twins. So it makes it obvious if Paige, Lynch, and Charlotte get the win here. They could give it to Team Naomi with Sasha Banks on there, but I think they'll give it to Team Paige if that match happens. And then you could add Cesaro versus Rusev. I don't mind who wins this match. I mean, they might not do this match at all and save it for SummerSlam, where they add Rusev and Cesaro to the US match. Who knows, but they could quite easily add this match, Cesaro and Rusev. If they do that match, then I have no idea who is winning that match. It could be either Cesaro or Rusev. Could be anybody. It could be Cesaro or Rusev. It doesn't really matter. If you guys have got any more stuff to say about Battleground, then I'd love to know. But I've done every match now. We've predicted every single match, and that's all I've got to say. But if you guys have got anything burning to say, then do tell me. I would love to know. But that's pretty much my Battleground predictions. And yeah, if you got any more things to say, also remember to hit the like button as well. That would be very much appreciated because it does help the stream a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Tell me your predictions in the chat as well. I forgot to say that. And also Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the place to go. Wow, getting loads of tweets. If The Undertaker returns, what do you think he'll do, says Hayden Fox. I have no idea what I think he'll do. I mean, there's rumors that he might challenge Brock Lesnar to a rematch. Hayden Fox says Barrett needs the win ever since he won King of the Ring. They haven't done anything with him. They need to push him. Yeah, I know, but I mean, they seem to really like R-Truth for absolutely no reason. And this R-Truth and Barrett thing has gone on for way too long. If R-Truth wins, that'll probably end the feud. But if Barrett wins, we'll probably have to sit for another match where R-Truth finally gets his win. Joestar, what are your thoughts on Sting, Undertaker? I wanted this to happen at WrestleMania 31, but if it's finally going to happen, they're waiting it out, then I think it's going to be great. If it happens at SummerSlam, then SummerSlam really is shaping up to be a really good pay-per-view. But if they wait until WrestleMania 32, it's a bit too long, isn't it? Anyway, that's pretty much that. If you've got any more questions, then I would love to know. Retweet that. Yes. Zach Brown, only if it's a new nation. Do you want a new nation of domination with Mark Henry, the primetime players, and the New Day? I mean, that'd be so fucking epic. Zach Brown, Ambrose, he needs to make an appearance. He's not even on the damn card. I know, right? I mean, it was only 4 weeks ago. It was in the main event. Like, what are they doing? I have no idea. What are they doing? I mean, we could have the Shield reunite on the pay-per-view to help Rollins walk out as champion. That's the only way I can see them having Ambrose on this pay-per-view. But wasn't Ambrose supposed to have a match on Raw against Bray Wyatt? And then Roman Reigns attacked him? I was thinking maybe they have Ambrose against Wyatt on the pay-per-view, but obviously we can't do that because he's against Reigns. I don't know what they're doing with Ambrose at this point. I mean, he seems to lose all the time, but he still retains how over he is. It's ridiculous. More over than Roman Reigns, and he has probably more losses than wins. Anyway, thank you, everybody, for coming to the live stream. I've said all my predictions. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, take care, spike your hair, get your last questions in, and that'll be that. But I don't think anybody's got any more questions. Anyway, goodbye. Thank you for watching.